you and to greet you by saying, I'm glad you're here. Would you do the same thing? Turn just to anybody here in the room and tell them, I'm glad you're here. Hi, George. I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. Because we've got a wonderful guest speaker today, and we've got a great program for you. So let's get started right away with our announcements and the news of the center and all the activities that are going on here and in our community. And he's making things up right now. Here is our former president, Dave Vineyard.
I had to make a quick note. Wasn't making anything up. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Menifee Valley. We are a new thought community based on the teachings of Ernest Holmes and the basic principles of the law of attraction and the power of positive thinking. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, I'm still trying. I got people all around me going, okay. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, you are welcome here. We're glad you're here. We're happy you found us. So the October theme is embracing change and glowing up. As October arrives, we're invited to honor the transformative power of change. So, as this is the last one, I'm going to ask you all to just be super loud and super obnoxious and super... We can do it. I think we can do it together, right? All right, so as you know, I'm about to say something, and then I want you all to yell absolutely right back at me. Do we understand? Absolutely! There we go. All right, do we embrace change as a sacred invitation to grow? Absolutely! Have we come this far only to shine brighter still? Absolutely! Are we ready to release what no longer serves and rise renewed? Absolutely! Do we trust that transformation unfolds in perfect time and divine order? Absolutely! And let's declare October to be our glow-up season, a time of light, love, and limitless becoming. So I ask you now together, are we ready for it? Absolutely! And so it is. Thank you all for humoring me. Yay! Next month is going to be a good one. We all know what November's about, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanksgiving and giving thanks, and so it's going to be fun. All right. Please silence your cell phones, as we know cell phones are contagious. Next week, I'll get to that in a minute. Calendars are also ready for November. They're over there on the table. Inside your bulletin, you're going to find a list of community events happening at the center. Feel free to take the center insert, but please leave the outer bulletin and put it inside of the basket over there. So I have a special event, a community event to mention. Some of you know and have attended. We have an awesome event here that happens twice a month. It's put on by Live Jam Events. They're a local nonprofit that brings live music and arts to this community. On Friday, November 14th, which is 2 weeks away, they are celebrating their 1-year anniversary, and they're having a delicious dinner featuring smoked turkey breast, mac and cheese, and coleslaw from Nini's Barbecue, and that's only $10. The event is free, and the good thing about this is it's a big chamber event, Chamber of Commerce, so there's going to be a lot of awesome stuff going on here. There's also music. The band is called Pulp Vixen. They look awesome. This starts at 5:30. I really urge anyone who loves live music and loves the community to attend. These are great events. They're so fun. We just had one this last Friday, and it was super cool. We had Panda Express. If you want food, it's only $10, and you can't beat that. We got a big old plate of Panda Express for $10. Yeah, it was amazing. It was delicious. So yeah, it was very fun, and the band was amazing. They played some classics, and they even busted out a Gilligan's Island. That was so cool. And then I yelled out, "Oh, play the Brady Bunch!" And then everybody in this room was singing the theme to the Brady Bunch along with the band. It was awesome. It was a fun time. So don't miss out on that. It's Friday, November 14th. I'll talk about it again next week, obviously. But spread the word, because it's awesome. So our events we have coming up next week is our chili potluck. So bring something related to chili or chili. Because we're thinking if we get enough chili, we're going to have a chili cook-off. We're going to have people vote on whose chili is best. And I will definitely tell you which one is Kara's, so you can all vote for hers. I'm watching you all. Okay, so no, we need like sour cream, crackers, all the fixings that come with chili. So it's going to be awesome. And our speaker, we are having Reverend Jeannie, who comes all the way from Arizona. If you have not experienced her yet, she is definitely an experience, and she is amazing. She only comes every few months, so make sure you come. And also, before you go to bed on Saturday night that night, make sure you jump your clock back. Otherwise, you're going to show up here an hour early and be like, oh, I guess church is canceled today. Then you're going to leave, and then we're going to be sad. And you're like, where are they? Then the next week, you're going to come and say, I didn't set my clock. And then it's a big thing. Just set your clock back. Set your clock. Yeah, fall back. And also, coming up next Wednesday. Next Wednesday? No. The 5th. I'm so confused. I can't believe this month is over. Okay, so in 2 weeks we have the drum circle here at the center. Again, another event. If you haven't been to one, you are missing out. These things are amazing. They're facilitated by our own White Feather, who I'm going to ask to say a little something about it real quick.
Everybody knows how I feel about the drum circle. This is one of my favorite times of the month because we get a chance to be connected to Earth Mother Gaia. And to me, that's very important. Like I've told everybody, you can go all around the world, you might not understand the language, but you understand the sound of that drum. And this is my time that we can get here. My dear brother Cliff Kreitz will be back with me. He's finally healed up, he's ready to go. We've got some brand new music. We're working on a brand new album right now. I'm working on it too. It's taking a little more time than I want, but Sister Bear will be here with the sacred drum. We want to put our prayers in for the actual chief. He's a little down at the moment. So, but he's going to make it, and we're going to keep things going. We are the only drum circle, guys, that have live music. No one else has live music at any of the drum circles. And when we're all done, I'll see you right on down in the sound bath. I expect to see you, members of your family, and bring the little kids. We've got gym days this tall. Perfect for little hands. This is how they start. So when they grow up, they're not out doing this and that. Hey, there's a drum circle now. Sound they grab their drum and they go there. And I expect to see you guys there. Matter of fact, I know you'll be there. We'll see you at the drum circle.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, so it's the first Wednesday of the month we have the drum circle, and we're going on 3 years strong now. So it's kicking, and like you said, it's the only drum circle where you get not only live music, but you get a sound bath at the end, and it's only like a $10 love donation, which we don't even break your arm for at the door. We just pay what you can. But it's such an experience. So don't miss out on that. Again, the first Wednesday of every month here in the sanctuary. Also coming up is our annual members meeting that's coming on Sunday, November 9th. This is a great opportunity to come together, hear important updates about us, and celebrate all that we've accomplished this year. It's open to anybody. You don't have to be a member, but if we do hold any votes, you do have to be a member to vote. We also have open position on our core council, so if you've been a member for at least 6 months, actively share your time, talent, and treasure, and feel called to serve, we'd love to have you apply. Applications are due by Sunday, November 2nd. If you're interested, you can get a packet from me at the back table. Are we having coffee after service today?
Coffee and donuts.
Coffee and donuts. I don't know if there's going to be any donuts left. I'm just saying. I'm kind of bummed. If you have a prayer request this week, please place it under the prayer box located under the table beneath the portrait of Ernest Holmes over there. Also, you can see one of our amazing practitioners or prayer warriors. Is that a good one? Prayer warriors? Prayer warriors? We'll call you prayer warriors. We got White Feather, we got Bill, we got Eloise, and if you ask real nicely, I'm sure Dave will say some affirmation prayers with you afterwards. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, so that's it. So for more information, visit our website at cslmv.org. And now, before I intro Eloise, take a deep breath with me. You see the words on the screen behind me. Please repeat after me. Open minds.
Open minds.
Open hearts.
Open hearts.
Open arms.
Open arms.
Open at the top.
Open at the top.
You guys have a great week. And happy Halloween.
There you go, too.
Let's take a deep breath with each line to get centered, to appreciate the spiritual nature of this beautiful sanctuary. My chant today is the very first chant I ever learned when I was a little Catholic girl in Hartford, Connecticut. And it was for some special occasion. It's Tantum Ergo. Tantum Ergo Sacramentum Veneremur Celui et Anticum Documentum Novo Cedat Ritui Preste Fide Supplementum Sensum Defectui Genitori Genitoque Laus et Jubilatio Solus honor virtus quoque sit et benedictio procedenti ab utroque comparsit laudatio. Amen. And on this beautiful morning, in this beautiful sanctuary, where we come every week to be in the presence of God, to recognize the presence of the divine spirit, to know and to feel that energy, that strength, that power that exists within each one of us. All of us are that God power. Each one of us has that divine energy. Whatever catastrophe we have caused in our lives, the answer always comes. Look within, look within, look within. That is where your power is. I know how often I have realized overcome any difficulty. Meditation, prayer, treatment, they have the answer. We always have the answer. And in my gratitude for being aware, for knowing where God is, I release my word into the law of mind, recognizing I have the power. I have the divine energy within. And together we say, and so it is.
in this moment, in this quiet time, a reading from the Science of Mind textbook. Just briefly, Ernest Holmes was an orator before he became a writer and a leader of the Science of Mind movement. So he spoke many of his much of his teaching on the speaker circuit. And this book that I'm going to read from today, Living the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, is the only writings by the founder of religious science, Dr. Ernest Holmes, to help us understand the classic Science of Mind textbook. So this is his writings. And I had to do a lot of research this morning, or the other day and this morning, to finally decide to read this. But this is the writings of Dr. Ernest Holmes. Why talk so much about God? You may ask why we use the words God and Spirit so frequently. And why is it when we explain the science of mind that we so often speak about the nature of God or Spirit? And I have to add here that we often talk about the attributes of God. And the very first attribute of God is life. The life within you is God. Whatever is true of God is true of life and your life, since life and the life of God are not two, but one. The enlightened have ever proclaimed this unity of good, this oneness of man with God. For this reason, many have spoken of this life within you as both personal and impersonal. Impersonal from the standpoint that it is universal. Personal from the standpoint that this universal life principle is personified in you. The God within you is a unity and is in each and every one. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. And now it's my very wonderful pleasure to introduce a gentleman who's going to explain so many wonderful things to us this morning. And he's one of our favorite speakers, right? Mr. Dave Friedman.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Good. Nice to see you. Nice to be seen by you. Can you hear this, yeah?
What's up?
Cool. Thank you for that, Bill. I don't really need to say much after that, so thanks for coming. What are we talking about today?
Life and death.
Oh. Yeah, whatever, right? Nice, easy dinner table conversation. What do you think happens when we die? Anybody want to share? You knew that? I'm going to bring this down so everybody can hear you. What do you think happens when we die?
Continue on. to travel on our journey.
That's one way to look at it. Anybody else have something they want to add to that?
I didn't hear what he said.
He said to travel on, to continue on our journey.
Oh, no, to another thing.
Yeah. Did you want to say something?
No, I just said that I feel that we travel on to a different plane and grow from that point.
It's like being in the airport.
Yeah.
Different planes all the time there. Anybody else have a thought? Thank you for offering.
Sometimes I think it's like an operation, you know, and they put you on a gurney there and all of a sudden you're out. You don't know anything until it seems like, just like that, you wake up.
Okay.
And I think that sometimes, but we don't know, you know.
There is that. Thank you. Anybody else have a thought they'd like to share? Probably a couple of people had a couple of thoughts they don't care to share. And quite honestly, that's really okay. Because there are a number of ideas and beliefs, and nobody really knows. There's the truth. Nobody really knows. There's hopes and dreams and wishes and ideas, but I think I know, you know, for me, but I haven't died yet, so I don't really know. Does it really matter what's next? Our Declaration of Principles tells us that we believe in the eternity, immortality, and continuity of the soul in perennial expansion. Kind of what you guys talked about, to continue to grow. I would say that having what we think is a clue about what happens next actually gives us a little bit of peace. Maybe if you have an idea or a belief or a thought, then the idea of what we call death is not so scary. I know a lot of people aren't really enamored by the process of dying, but getting to the other side is not that big a deal once there is some sort of belief. And I expect that once we have to go through the process of doing the Passover thing, we're going to handle it just fine. Think about that. Has there ever been anything in your life you haven't been able to handle? We're going to add that to the list. You got this. In the Science Line textbook, page 385, for those following at home. I believe in the continuation of the personal life beyond the grave, in the continuity of the individual stream of consciousness with a full recollection of itself and the ability to know and to make itself known. We continue ourselves. Now there's this idea that, you know, we're drops of water in the ocean, and like we're not the ocean. But as far as our power, we have everything in us that the ocean has in it. So there's that idea. And if we want to think about like that, then there's really nothing we can accomplish. And it's a journey, if you will, to find yourself in that beautiful space, that beautiful feeling, that beautiful idea of being not just one with all, but all. I've been working on this course with energy, and when you get into that space, that ethereal space, let me see if you understand this. When we know things, right, we are aware, right? You're aware. When you get into that God space, you are awareness itself. Does that make sense? That's a big picture. And I think when we get there, we don't even realize that that's where we are, because that's just what it is. I like what you said, a continuation of life beyond the grave. That's a good description of what might happen after death. We call the process of dying making our transition. Other popular phrases include passed away, kicked the bucket, bit the dust, bought the farm, cashed in the chips, pushing up the daisies. If you're a writer in the literature, they say, gave up the ghost, shuffled off this mortal coil, gave up, met their maker, went the way of all flesh. That's interesting. That kind of commonizes it. Commonize. Write that down. That's now a word. We all go that way in our bodies. Our flesh all goes, wherever it has to be composted into the ground or embalmed forever, whatever. But everybody's flesh does the same thing. It goes away. That process we can count on. But when our flesh goes away, what happens to the essence of us, our spark, if you will, our gusness? We were talking about gusness. I don't see many new faces. You all know what Gus is, right? God, universe, spirit. What happens to that when we drop the body? That's that other side of the thing here. Many societies celebrate death. There's this whole thing about dancing around flames and altars and things to honor, flowers and all that stuff. We have a mindset of getting together to celebrate life. We metaphysicians think that celebrating life, let's go to a celebration of life. We don't do memorial services anymore. We celebrate the life. The idea being, instead of being sad that this person is now gone, we celebrate the fact that they were here in the first place. Celebrate that life. Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's grieving because that's part of the human process. But at a deeper, more spiritual level, what a blessing it was to have this person in our lives that made such a presence, such an impression, that there's a hole now in the universe where they used to be. Only in the physical universe. Because they really are still here. There seems to be a number of possible adventures available to us once we finally leave the body. Many believe, or they suggest that what you believe is what you will experience. What you believe is what you're going to experience. You're going to see nothing and then something somewhere. Is there like nurses and stuff involved in that? Some people believe that it doesn't matter what you believe, that what happens next is just going to what happened next. Are you clear about what you believe? And it gives us peace, again, that not to be so afraid of something that's such a very natural thing. We're going to drop the body. That's a fact. We're going to have a continuation of an adventure after that. We're pretty sure about that. I don't want to say that's actually a fact, because quite honestly, we don't really know. Have you ever felt the presence of someone who has passed? That's cool, huh? I'm going to suggest to you about the continuation, right? And the fact that that veil between what we know as life and death is actually pretty thin. Were you going to say something? Or just... Yeah, no. What would you do if you only had 6 months to live, and you knew that? Anyone ever thought about that? What would you do if you knew you had 6 months to live? How would
I
you
finish up my bucket list.
You finish up your bucket list?
And my bucket list is to ride a quarter horse, to play in the snow, and to ride a Harley Davidson.
She put it out there. Right for her, play in the snow. Okay, so that you only have 2 things left.
Only 2 left, yeah.
And you're going to get up here and speak one day, right?
Oh, sure.
There you go. Anybody else want to share?
I would spend a lot more time with my children. A lot more.
Take this the way I mean this to you and to everybody who has these thoughts. What are we waiting for? Right? This is the only time we have here. And it's great to have a bucket list. I'd like to direct the Boston Pops and the Stars and Stripes forever. I'm not sure I have any control over that, but that would be over the top cool. So this is, we think about what we would do if we knew we had a limited amount of time. So again, and I don't mean to pick on you, it's just worked out that way. What are we waiting for? You can go play in the snow. It's only 2 hours away. That kind of stuff, right? So we want to live life. Yes?
It occurred to me that if I told my kids, I have 6 kids, if I said I have 6 more months, they'd come to me.
Okay. That's probably true. But you don't have to tell them what you have 6 more months to do, then they'll come anyway. Some people, let's ask this one here. Has anyone thought about what they might want to do to prepare? Not the 6 months, but after the 6 months. How would you prepare for that?
Just keep living your best life. Just keep living your best life.
Just keep living your best life. And that will prepare you for the next life. Okay? Thank you for that.
I'd ask for forgiveness, a lot of forgiveness,
Okay?
and then pray for my grandkids.
Ask for forgiveness and play with your grandkids.
Well, pray and play.
Oh, put them there. Good, thank you. Did you give any?
What's that?
See, when I was making my list, I actually did, and I'll share that, a couple of things. You know, you want to meditate, no, this is my list. Meditate more. I believe in that in the silence you actually get closer to that source. So I would do more of that. And I'm going to take my own kick in the gas here and not wait. I'll start tomorrow. Practice more acceptance. Acceptance of what is, and acceptance of people. And I would be quicker to forgive whatever that means to me or anybody else. Forgiveness is I can talk the whole thing about forgiveness. But those are some of the things I would do to get ready for the next. Because I don't want to take stuff with me. Here's a different idea of dying. I expect that people, if you want to reframe this idea, you've died a lot of times already in this lifetime. You ever think about that? I've shared a little bit of my experience about my involuntary involvement in the crash of 2008. But what came out of that was a new me. So that could be considered a death, if you will. And the me that evolved was almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes. So there's a lot of ways our bachelorhood, our singleness dies, if you will, when we get married, right? Our addiction, that person dies when we get sober. Our innocence dies when we, well, you know, figure it out. We can talk about it later. So there's a lot of this dying going on when we change beliefs. You say you started a Catholic. When you change belief, that part of you died, this part of you grew. So every time we grow into something new, a better version of ourselves, then we had to push something off in order to get there. So that's what personal growth looks like. We know that more is possible. Okay, there's this guy, Kristen Rogers, author of The Keys to Freedom. I've died 1,000 deaths, each time reinventing myself, brighter, stronger, and purer than before. And that's what personal growth looks like. If we know that more is possible, does that brighter, stronger, purer self sound like something we might strive for? Or at least get out of the way and allow it to become our new experience? So think about that. What's going on in your life right now? Or what part of you are you maybe not 100% pleased with? And you'd like to change that into something else. So you're going to die to the old behavior and embrace the new behavior and get that brighter, stronger, more purer self. We have to change. If we want to go from here to there, we have to change something. Because what got us here isn't going to get us there. Does that make sense? I said that to somebody the other day, and we had to go into a discussion about that. Wherever you are now is perfect for where you are now, for the simple reason that that's where you are now. And here we are, and this is perfect. Now what's next? We need to grow, depending on what's next for us. Or we'll just continue doing exactly what we're doing and being exactly what we're doing. And then life will be just like this. And if that's your choice, then that's okay. I want you to know that. If we choose and we do whatever it is that we're doing on purpose, then good on you. And that's okay. So just know that. So what happens when we die? I don't know. It's a great conversation. But does it really matter? Really? And how might that information impact this next part of your life? Again, that one's up to you. Whatever you all want to do. Because we're going to. But what we can do is live this life now. Live it fully, eagerly, out loud, and on purpose. Again, if there's something inside of you that is kind of yelling at you, or what I call niggling disquiet, looking for something to change, pay attention to that. Accept what life sends you, because something is asking for a change. And sometimes that change might not be fun. But especially if it's not fun, kind of reframe that and say, here's a lesson in disguise for me. This is good for me. I don't really want to go through this. And I experienced this in the crash I just alluded to. I wouldn't wish that event on anybody, but I would wish the end result on everybody. You gotta go through it in order to get there. So if through it, whatever it is, presents itself to you, take a deep breath and suck it up and get ready and get through it. We can get through anything. I need you to know that. Y'all are so much more capable than you have any clue. There's nothing that we can't get through. People say, I could never do that. Yes, you could. It's funny, take somebody and say, I could never do that, put them there, and they do it. It's just the way we're built. We can get through it. And if it helps, I believe that we're not handed anything that we can't handle. So it's not that we can't handle this, it's just that we haven't before. And if we're afraid of doing something, we've not done it. But once we're in the middle of it, we kind of have to. So we will. Know that you are more powerful than you have any clue. Know that you are more capable than you have any clue. You got this. And that's all I need to say. Whatever it is, between here and wherever there is, live good here. Be ready for the next step. And know this about you. Namaste. Thanks. I just want to lock this in with a quick prayer. Knowing that there's this one energy, this one eternal life of which we are all part of, and knowing that it is in, through, and as me, I am as it is. And I know that this truth is the same for everybody here. We are individually as the whole, as it is in, through, and as us. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And what I know is that whatever is next, we got this. I know there's nothing to be afraid of. I know that it's a normal, natural thing. And I know that whatever it takes to believe that this is all good takes away a fear that will haunt us, if you will. I know that we don't need to be afraid. So I'm going to let the universe know, for every person here, that we are not afraid. That we know we live forever. And we're looking forward to it. And it doesn't have to happen tomorrow. But it's a beautiful thing. And so I plant these words into the fertile fields of the action activity of law itself, knowing that what we speak is what we experience. We say we're not afraid, therefore we are not afraid. And I'm so grateful for this knowing. I'm so grateful for being able to say this and know it and own it. So I speak for everybody in the room. And I speak for everybody listening. And I speak for everybody who's tuned into a frequency and is open to being not afraid, knowing that this is the truth. It's with great gratitude that I accept it. I expect it, I accept it, own it, and share it. And if you're locking in with me by saying, and so it is.
So it is. And so it is.
So what is, Bill?
It takes on a whole new meaning, doesn't it?
So it is.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Pain, death of anger, the death of
There you go.
misunderstanding.
Death of silence, because here goes Bill.
Are you going to do something here with us on camera?
Got a choice?
Would you like to?
I'd be happy to.
Not only is he a good speaker, he's a heck of a musician.
I did bring
He'll
something.
play something wonderful.
This is one of my favorite songs. And it has an interesting message, and you have to listen through the message, through the words to the message. But it's really all about our power, of which we have a fair amount. So is this a good word today?
I already had it ready for you.
I might have done this before. But oh well, I'm going to do it again. The don't change you much. Mama may have, yeah, Mama may have. God bless the child who's got his own, who's got his own. You got money, you got lots of friends, hanging around your door. And the money's gone and them wild spending ends, they don't come around much anymore. Rich relations give, trust bread and such. You can help yourself. Remember, don't take too much. Mama may have, yeah, Mama may have. God bless the child who's got his own. He's got his own. Yeah, he's got his own.
Thank you so much. And except for the descending microphone, that was the best you've ever done.
Except for that one thing. Thank you.
All right. It's time now for our offertory, and let's have a word by our wonderful lady Eloise.
Everybody think about this and repeat after me.
Unless you hear this.
I am rich.
I am rich.
Now mean that. You all are so prosperous. I am wealthy.
I am wealthy.
I give and receive abundantly.
I give and receive abundantly.
Which is so true, like 70 times 7. Whatever you give out, you get back, multiply. So, our resident usher Gail will be coming around to receive your gifts, your tithes, your donations. Thank you. And if you wish to use your credit card or debit card, Dave back there at the sound booth can take those from you. So thank you again. And now Brian is going to sing I Am So Blessed, because we are all so blessed. So let's sing together.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
time. How about you?
Oh,
Absolutely. All right, then there's nothing else to do. We do have, what?
That's interesting. The vision statement.
Are we doing that today?
no, I just put it up on accident and I didn't want to take it down because I didn't want to draw attention to it, but, you know. I didn't want to make it look like a mistake, so I left
He's
it
just
up like.
practicing for next. All right, but today we do have coffee and donuts and goodies back there, so please take a minute or a couple minutes and join us with that. And now it's time for our circle up. If you want to, you don't have to if you don't want to, but that's okay. And we're going to do our peace song. Let there be peace on earth